Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we will learn about how we will make the comparative graph of XRD. Okay, so first of all, we will clear this sheet. I'm going to delete this one. Okay, this one, this is the data of the first sample. So first of all, we need some more columns to enter the data of the next sample, then the next sample. If I have 3 samples or the 4, 5, 6 samples, so I should copy the position and I observed of all the samples. So here we will introduce the new columns. By selecting this column, here we can see there is a option, that is the add new column. So by clicking this, I can insert many columns. Okay, now go back to the Excel file. Here is the sample 1. You can see at sheet 2 there is a sample 2. This is the sample 2. So I need the position and I observed the value of the position and I observed to draw the graph. So select this one by pressing the shift key and the right arrow key, and then press the shift and control key simultaneously, and then press the control key cursor key, downward cursor key 2 times. Then this is the selection of all the data, and now for copying this data, press Ctrl C and then open again the origin file, and then select these two C and D, and then press Ctrl V. We can see here is the data of the second sample. Now I want to copy the data of the next sample, that is the sample sheet number 3. Here is the sample 4. Okay, no problem. So now again copy the 2 parameters, that is the position and I observed, by pressing the shift and right arrow key, and then press the shift and control key simultaneous, and press the downward arrow key to select all the downward data. Then press the Ctrl C for copying the data, and then open the origin file again, and then select E and F column, and then press Ctrl V to copy the data, paste the data. Now here is one thing very important. Please keep in your mind that here you can see this column is assigned with x-axis, and the second column is assigned with the y-axis. Okay, so you know this is x and y, so we can draw the graph very accurately from this. But if the third column C, that is labeled by y, but it should be, the position is always along the x-axis. So here this column should be assigned by the x-axis. Now what I will do, I click the right click here, and then set as, and then press set as x. I want to assign this column as x-axis. Now this is x2 and this is y2. Now the fifth column, that is E, it is also y2, but it should be the position along the x-axis. So I also assign this value as x-axis. Now place the cursor at the top at the label of E, y2, and then press right click and then click set as x. And assign the accurate axis. Then one is x1, the other is y2, the second one is x2 and the y2, and the third one x3, and this is y3. So we can draw this comparative graph very easily. Now just draw the first 2 columns first and draw the line graph. This is the line graph. So first of all, we should adjust the scale of y-axis. The scale is started from -2, as we have done previously. Okay, now we will see the uppermost peak. This is the junk data. This is not a peak. The first data, or this peak is not a original peak of the data. This is just the starting value of the machine. So we are not going to describe this. Okay, so we should know the maximum height or the maximum value of this peak. Let's suppose select the data reader and then place this in here. Okay, just take the data reader and then click at the peak. We can see that the y value is 324. So the next second graph should be started from the top of this value. So we should add 324 values in the y-axis of the next sample. Okay, so 324. Just delete this graph because we will add the value at this column. This is the y2. Just right click and set column values, and in set column values we will add column. What is the column name? Column D. Okay, we will plus the value 324. Okay, column D plus 324 values should be added to start this graph from the top of the first graph. Okay, now this we do okay, and then plot the two graphs simultaneously. Select x1, y1, x2 and y2 and then plot it. Just see what will happen. Here you can see the second graph will be started from the end of the first graph. Now we will put the third graph at the top of the second graph. So we should know the peak value of the second graph. Peak value, what will be the peak value? You know, 687. So we should add 687 in the y-axis value of the third graph. So delete this graph because we are not going to use this graph. Okay, so that is 687. So we will add here, right click, set column values, and then column F. You can see here this is column F. So column F, right column F and plus 690. Let's suppose we are round off this value and add 690 value and then okay. Now we can draw the three graphs simultaneously, selecting all these columns and then draw the line graph. You can see that all the graphs are drawing at the same time and with the same time, and now we can decorate this graph. Just delete these bullets and start our graph from 20, adjusting this column, and the scale will be started from the 20. Okay, and it will be end at 120. Okay, now okay, and then make its bullet, that is its font size is at 26 and it should be bold. Okay, and the scale of y-axis should be started from -2 as we have done previously. Okay, and then again select again and then select the font size 26 and bold it. Okay, now the x-axis label, that is theta, and the unit of this is degree, and select all these, and the font size should be 26 and it should be bold. Okay, and here the y-axis, that is the intensity. Now one thing is which is very important. Now the intensity that is along the y-axis is not original values, so we can write it as an arbitrary value, ARB dot unit, arbitrary units. Okay, because it is not the real values. We have added some values and then jump these values on the higher values. So this will be intensity in arbitrary unit. Never write A dot U, because A dot U is the symbol of atomic mass unit. Always write ARB. Okay, ARB for the arbitrary unit, because we are adding some extra values from ourselves, from our side, to jump these values on the, to make the comparative graph. Okay. Now we can decorate this graph. Just double click this line, and here you can see title and format. Okay, title and format, you can see here we are selecting top. This is the top, because I want to draw a line on the top, and here is the option in, out, none. I am selecting none. So here I am selecting none. Just apply this. You can see tick and label top. Here you can show major label. Okay. Double click this one again. Title and format, show axis, none. That is for the left, and this is for the top. Top mean, here you can see the none, and here you can see the none for the top. Okay, just apply this. You can see the upper line. Here you can see the upper line. Okay, now I want to draw a line on the right hand side, so I have selected this right, and then show label, and here is already none, so I have applied this. You can see this is the more neat and clean form of your graph. Okay, so you can see here this is the arbitrary unit, so there is no need to mention the values on the y-axis. Okay, so this is the ticket label, and ticket label is on the this is bottom, top, right side. So major label, I don't want to see the major label. You can see here the values mentioned on the y-axis will be vanished, because there is no need to mention these values, because these are the arbitrary units. So we can eliminate these values. Okay, there is no problem. Okay. Okay. Now the line width, you can see this, the line width is very minute, so we can increase the line width by double clicking this line of the graph. So here you can see the line is a straight line, solid line, and the thickness of the line, it should be 1 or 1.5. You can see or you can apply which line or which thickness you like. Here you can see it is thicker than before, so just select 1.5 thickness of the line and then apply. You can see this, the thickness is more as compared to before. So now again you can match these values with the standard JCPD card and then write HKL parameters on the top of each peak. Okay, so here you have learned this matching of HKL before. So here we will not doing the matching again. This is all about the comparative graph.